Welcome, everyone, to today's episode of Good Death, where we dive into spiritual growth and dedication to God's will. Many new believers struggle with consistent Bible reading and church attendance. How does one begin this journey towards full commitment?
Great to be here. It starts with foundational teachings. Hebrews 6, 1, 2 emphasizes moving beyond elementary teachings about repentance and faith. For example, mentoring can solidify these principles, much like how a tutor helps a student grasp complex concepts.
Interesting analogy. However, some argue that religious teachings can sometimes be overwhelming for new believers. What's your take on that?
It's a common concern. One study found that structured Bible study groups greatly aid in understanding. The guidance offered in these settings can counteract feelings of being overwhelmed, making the journey more approachable.
Moving forward, let's discuss community. Acts 2:42-47 describes the early church's communal life. How important is community for spiritual growth?
Community is pivotal. In my early church days, joining a home group was transformative. It's like having a support system, much like a family that encourages and holds you accountable. This camaraderie is essential for new believers.
Yet, some people find it hard to connect with a faith community. What challenges do they face, and how can they overcome them?
Indeed, barriers exist such as feeling out of place or fear of judgment. However, initiatives like open church events can help. Churches need to foster inclusivity, allowing newcomers to feel welcomed and gradually find their place.
Now, let's explore personal spiritual disciplines. Joshua 1:8 highlights the importance of meditating on the Word. How can new believers integrate these practices into their daily lives?
It's about finding a rhythm. Starting with a simple Bible reading plan can be as effective as a morning coffee routine. Personally, setting aside time before the day begins has been crucial in my spiritual journey.
However, daily life can be hectic. What if someone struggles to maintain these disciplines consistently?
Life can indeed get busy, yet using tools like Bible apps with reminders can ease this process. It's about creating a habit, much like exercise, where consistency eventually leads to spiritual growth.
Lastly, let's talk about embodying commitment. 1 Corinthians 11:1 encourages us to follow Christ. How does one practically live out this dedication?
It's about following examples. Mature Christians display dedication through service and prayer. I remember observing a church elder whose life inspired me to deepen my commitment. Such role models are invaluable.
Some might argue that relying on role models could lead to dependency rather than personal growth. What's your perspective?
A valid point. However, the goal is to learn and then lead independently, much like a student who eventually becomes a teacher. It's about growth and passing on the baton of faith to others.